right, so I see a lot of you sending me screenshots. Very dark man, it's possible. The grandparents can be used for the DNA test. Look at the question you are asking, chat. You said, can a grandmother be used for the DNA of a grandchild? Of course, the grandmother can be used. But is that the right question to ask? Right? They say, very dark man, hey, grandmother, this is the question. Let me show you. Might use that same chat GTP. For paternity fraud, if the assumed father of the boy child is dead, who can be used for the DNA test between the grandfather of the boy child or the grandmother of the boy child? For paternity. Paternity means papa. Do you understand? Paternity means papa. I will rephrase again. For paternity fraud, if the assumed father is dead, which is Mohbad, if the assumed father of the boy child is dead, which is Mohbad, who can be used for the DNA test between the grandfather of the child or the grandmother of the child? Answer. In the case of paternity fraud, where the alleged father is deceased, which is Mohbad, a DNA test can still be conducted using close biological relatives of the deceased, such as the grandparents. Here is how it works. Best option between grandfather and grandmother. The paternal grandfather, that is the father's father, Mohbad Papa, is generally the better option for DNA testing over the grandmother. Here is why. Why STR DNA test for male child? If the boy child is male, a YSTR, Y chromosome test can be done between him and the paternal grandparents. The Y chromosome is passed unchanged from father to son. That means from Baba Mohbad to Mohbad. The Y chromosome is passed unchanged from Baba Mohbad to Mohbad. So if the deceased man was the biological father, the boy and the grandfather should have a matching chromosome. So it is not possible to say that if you use woman to test that one to show say now he get the son. But let's continue. Now for the grandmother, empty DNA not useful in this case. The grandmother mitochondrial DNA, empty DNA, is not useful for proving paternity because empty DNA is passed from mother to child. That is the normal one, and not from father to child. So it cannot decide. But we'll continue. Other testing option if grandfather is unavailable. So you see, the grandfather is the main option. Other testing if the grandfather is not available, right? If the paternal grandfather is not available, alternative option include sibling DNA test. If the deceased man has known biological siblings, testing the boy against them can help. Autopsy sample or preserved DNA, like as Mohbad did like that when he did, the still go exhume, still go carry some parts use. If medical or legal authorities have preserved the deceased man's biological sample, paternity index test using both grandparents can also improve accuracy. That is, if at all, they go have to use Baba Mohbad and Mama Mohbad. But in this case, they claim they went to use Mama Mohbad. But we continue. Now, summary of everything. Summary, option. Useful for paternity testing. Listen, paternal grandfather, yes. Best for male child via YSTR. Paternal grandmother, limited. Not conclusive alone. For the father, the accuracy, for the grandfather, the accuracy will be a little bit more to point, say, yes, now my son born this son. Now Mohbad, now I born this boy. But for the mother, it is not conclusive. The percentage will be very, very low. Now, both grandparents better together, ticked. Increases accuracy via combined comparison. Show you the sham. So tell me how it is possible. Say Mama Mohbad, now they use test whether the pikin are for Mohbad or not. It's impossible. So how did they get that result? Secondly, please post the results. Let's see it. See how wicked these people are. Now, why did you need to do it privately if they get hand clean? Why did they need to do it privately? And how did Iyabo come to a conclusion that na Mohbad blood, where even the grandmother percentage cannot decide, say na Mohbad get that pikin? So how did you know? Need I remind you, the bone of contention here is not even the DNA. The DNA is just one part of the investigation. Now, because of saying in Nigeria, I swear to God, normally as Mohbad buy like that, the first person where they go on my wife, bro. Especially when that pikin they are young. It was just a simple thing. What if, as Mohbad discover, they push am? If they had done that DNA, we don't leave that one with the go. There's no problem. Do you understand? Why did they need to say all those things about Baba Mohbad? Pushing different agenda. They made the social media to bully Baba Mohbad, insulted him, ridiculed that man, to the point where they talk, say Baba Mohbad not being born Mohbad. They push that agenda. And at the end of the day, these people sneak. Go to this DNA. Now, my question to Iyabo Ojo. From the whole chat, I swear to God who made me, you were not looking for justice for Mohbad. I don't care everything the whole Nigerians want to talk. I need to tell you, you were not looking for justice for Mohbad. And again, in this whole chat, now only you, they talk to Wunmi. Tonto Dike was not speaking with her. Sam Clark was not speaking with her. Kesolo wasn't speaking with her. Aloma was not speaking with her. At some point, he said he talked to her someone. Aloma was speaking with her. Then Dre, the only people where they know about something, it is Dre, Aloma, and you, Iyabo Ojo. Dre, Davido, Aloma, DMW, and you. Iyabo Ojo, waiting that girl tell you say happen to that boy. If we are in an advanced country, they're supposed to lock you up by now. Because you obstructed justice for that boy. How did you do it? Because of the court of the public opinion that you people decided to push a narrative and agenda, therefore distracting the police of the right thing where police do. We all know, say in Nigeria, if something happens for a year, all the people there around the police, they compact them. We all know this. But in this mobile case, na lie. The wife nothing, they no touch them. Those 3 boys in the car. So they at some point, when everybody, they don't lock Naira, they don't lock Prime Boy, they don't lock everybody. Those boys, one of them inside the car, still have the audacity to be doing live video that period. If Baba Mohbad get money, like I said, everybody for the house that day, they for pack them. Immediately he came and he saw his son lying lifeless on the ground. They go pack everybody till they explain what he buy Mohbad. And secondly, if this girl hand clean, why did she need to push another narrative against what happened in that house? Why did she say from the first day that, see, Mohbad reacted to injection. Mohbad, we came back home. ABCD happened to Mohbad. Then we decided to call the nurse. Then Mohbad, they took an injection. That would have saved everybody from all of this. But it is because I want to believe, in my own opinion, from all this drama, it is because someone wants to hide something. And Iyabo, with the way you have so much influence of them, you were so keen on protecting the truth. What is that thing that they told you? Tell Nigerians. Tell Nigerians what she told you that happened to that boy. And again, to the NSA, Oganu Ribadu. You see this matter? Iyabo is trying to evade justice. That's why she sent you a letter. We said we'll send. If it means we'll go protest, we'll go mad protest for Abuja. That case cannot move from that station. It can't. And at the end of the day, this matter will start again. Everybody went in that house. We will come. We won't know what to do Mohbad. 48 to 24 hours of the house. First of all, they say a Prime Boy in that camp. Prime Boy don't do anything. They all kept quiet while Prime Boy stayed 4 months in jail. Not knowing that Prime Boy never touched the boy. You see the way these people do drama in order to push a narrative. You all will learn. But Iyabo, tell us which test you say you do. And bring that test where you do. Let's see it. You people should post it. Let's see how you arrive. And Mohbad became from using in grammar to one, which is not possible. Which percentage did they show you? Waiting will me tell you where they protect them, Iyabo. You will learn. I swear, you will learn the hard way. Don't play.